Happy Wednesday! I come to shoot some words of wisdom that I'm learning from an amazing book titled Success from the Inside Out by Nona Jones. Been reading the book for a while because I'm eating it. I'm allowing it to heal me from the inside out. Great read. But I want to share this. What is success? What does success look like? From my experience and from what I've read in this book, what is success and what does success look like? Let's talk about what success is not. Success is not those likes that you may get on social media. Success is not the views from your videos that you may have posted. Success is not from all of the people that believe that you're more than great. Success is not how much money you make. Success is not even how great your marriage, how great of a mother, how great you are in singleness. That is not success. If you can only think for a second of you, if you may be a person that party a lot, you go out to clubs, you go to church, you go on your job. And for one thing that we do as women that I found out is that, baby, we love to beat these faces, put on our lashes. We love to dress up, put on them heels, and we walk in. But something happens. If we were to rewind that and just come back a little bit, what if we allowed ourselves to take off all the makeup, take off all the lashes, but allow people, we open up on the inside and we walk into these clubs? What will that person see? Success is number one. It's what's on the inside of you. How do you act? How do you retaliate? How do you respond? What is it that you do? Success is what's on the inside of you. And if we never deal with the girl or the little girl or the big girl or whoever, that thing that we've experienced, the hurt, the pain. I did a video, go watch it when you get a chance, the power and letting go. If we do not allow ourselves to let go of some things, what happen is that we end up sitting in this depression. We end up sitting in this defeat. We end up sitting in these situations and we cannot move forward. So now what happens is that my insides are messing up and bleeding out on others. How do I bleed out on others? With my attitude, with the way I change my atmosphere, with the things that I do. Success is not what you wear and what you look like on the outside. Success is who you are when nobody's watching. What characteristics are we carrying as women when nobody's watching? Oh, let me talk about it because I made some notes. What's on the inside? The second thing that I want to talk about is how the way that we can really deal with the thing on the inside, that girl on the inside, is number two, being able to rewrite our story. Come here. We get an opportunity to rewrite our story. We can change our minds, our hearts about how we think if we allow ourselves to let situations, let things go, let what happened go, and we can rewrite our story. How do we rewrite our story? Spending time in prayer, saying, God, I know it's so simple, it's so mundane, it's so routine, but these are the things that could change us. Is knowing who we are because of the person that has already written our story. Come here. Don't you know that God already wrote the story for you? He's just waiting for you to change. He's just waiting for you to start rewriting the book about yourself, about what happened. How do you rewrite the book? Oh, so glad you asked. This wasn't even a part. I felt the glory right there. How do you rewrite the book? You tell your story. Come here. You tell your story. Girl, sis, tell your story. How do I tell my story? When I know that I've overcame it, I'm out of it, I'm no longer who I used to be, I've learned from it, I've grown from it, and that's not who I am. So that's my third point. Sis, tell your story. Tell your story because there is someone someone out there that needs to hear you. Can I pause and park? I wasn't going this way, but I'm gonna go there. Can I pause and park and tell you that everybody, I can't reach everybody. Everybody don't come to church. I'm a church girl for real. Like, church is what I do, what I live and breathe. But everybody don't come to church. But I promise you, and especially right now, there's not that many that comes to church anymore because of the pandemic. But here's the thing. God has set something on the inside of you, like he's done on the inside of me, to be able to speak into the lives of those that are around you. There are 80% of people that you would see that I would never see. There's 80% of people that your homegirl will see that you would never see. But there's something about your story that would be able to help somebody else. But you got to know that, hey, I'm not bleeding from that story no more. I'm better than it. That's why I can write the book, Church Hurt, but it helped, because I'm not bleeding from that no more. Man, I'm overcoming it. That's why I didn't talk about being a bishop's wife, because that's not important right now. Until I learn the lesson in that, then I talk about it. But until then, tell your story. Someone needs to hear your story, because there's something about your story that will be able to change the lives and free people up. Hear me in the Holy Ghost. Be able to free people from bondage, to be able to bring people out. Why do you think I share videos? Why do you think I share messages like this? Because I want to remind people that, hey, I've been that girl that was nasty on the inside and thought I was moving in success, but I wasn't moving in success. So I decided to get a book that can remind me to be successful from the inside out. Come here. So we learn as we grow and as we go to the next level. So number one, as I stated, number one, you must change what's on the inside. Number two, how do you be successful? You must rewrite your story. And then I just added number three, you must be able to say, sis, I can share my story. I can share your story. But number four, last and not least, you gotta know you can become who God has created you to become because of your story. Why rewrite the story? Because you can become who God called you to be from your mistakes, from your mess ups, from the moment. And how do you become that? Okay, oh, come here. Oh God, how do you become that? How do we become that? Is that when we fall down in depression, we get up and we remind ourselves that we're defeated. That's success. Success is I fall down, but I learn to get up, because I know that I have something on me, in the inside of me, that is greater than who I am right now. So if I know that I'm falling in temptation, okay, God, I'm not just going to fall in temptation, but when I do fall into temptation, because I am human, not using that as an excuse, but I know that we fall down, but we get up. But as I'm falling down in temptation, I'm reminded that I am triumphant in you. Now, as I fall down into depression, I'm reminded that I'm defeated in you. When I fall into a victim, that everybody hurt me and everybody coming against me, I'm reminded, God, I'm victorious in you. If we could learn to rewrite our story and become the women that God has called us to be, sis, that's success on a whole nother level. That's success. So I come to share with you on this fabulous Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday. Sis, success is not everybody liking you. Sometimes success is learning who you are in the process, but making sure that you're becoming better than what you were. Lastly, this is what I want to leave. I wrote it down. Oh, yeah, I got my notes. I wrote it down. Lastly, we have to learn that what people think about our reputation, let me say it how she said it. This was in Nona Jones' book. What people think about you is your reputation, but who you are on the inside is your character. What people think about you is your reputation. I always say, what people think about you is really none of your business. We all got a reputation. We all messed up. We all make mistakes, and we can't allow that stuff to lay dormant in us. That's your reputation. That is who you are. As Bishop always say, that's the facts. You can't change it. You can't change the fact that you slept with Jim Bob and whoever else. You can't change that. But your character is gonna be what stands. That's success. Is learning to build your character. Why am I doing characteristics of women in the Bible? Because I want to be able to show women that there are other women that are just like us. Get ready for it. Women characteristics of the unwanted, dealing with Leah and Rachel coming out soon. That ain't what this is about. What is success? Success is number one, what's on the inside of you. You got to make sure we clean that stuff up and heal properly as women. Number two, and I'm done. Number two, we got to make sure that we rewrite our story. You got a story. Number three, sis, tell your story. You got one. We all do. We've all been through something, and we can tell somebody how to come out of that. You remember when Mama told us, baby, if you only knew, there's some stuff I can tell you, but you ain't ready yet. There's some people that's ready for your story, and you're ready to tell it. Sis, tell your story. Fourth thing is learning that when we rewrite our story, we become what God has created us to be. We become the woman that we were designed to be. You were designed for greater because you are connected. I sent a message to my ladies and I am done. You are connected to the you are. What is you are? You are, God has been you are and more in your life. How has he been you are? God has been your protector. He has been your provider. He has been the one that is fighting on your behalf when you don't fight. He has been the one that has been your redeemer. He has been the one that has been everything and more to you. And because he's been that to you, he know what you can be. So your girl come to tell you, man, become the woman you are. Don't allow likes, shares, all that ain't. No, that's not success. Success is us changing from the inside out.